Hello, this is Childlike1, and today I'm going to show you how to make grass in Speedtree. And I believe this is probably the only tutorial I've seen on the internet that actually makes grass in Speedtree. It really is actually a simple thing to do, and I'm going to show you how to actually import this into UDK as well. And you notice I'm using this Speedtree Modder 6.2.3 instead of the UDK one for now. I'm using it because I feel it's a little bit more simpler, and I just really like to use it. So let's go ahead and begin. This is what it looks like. You know, it's got the sway, it sways in different directions and everything else. So let's go ahead and start with a new one. I'm going to show you step by step how to do this. So go ahead and make a new one, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go down here, and we're going to actually make one little thing come out here just like this. And then once you click on the trunk, what you can actually do is get rid of these check marks here on the geometry types. You click on frond, and you want the leaf style frond. Why you want the leaf style frond? It's because so it doesn't sway so freaking weird in the editor or even in here. So as you can see, since you made it from there, from going to trunks, as you can see here, put in branch, it shows like a little triangle. You get rid of that, go to frond, you get like a plane, which is what grass really is. It's just a bunch of planes. So that's what you do for the next few minutes. You just make a bunch of these. Put them in any direction. As a matter of fact, if you want natural grass, you want it to actually kind of sway back like this. That was kind of crappy, so you kind of want it like this. Kind of sway back. The reason being is because grass isn't straight up like that. No, it doesn't really do that much, because you want it to kind of like to sway back, make it look a little more natural. So you can see in this one, it looks a little more natural because of the way they arched a little bit. For a few of them look kind of crappy because I just did this in the speed of my whim. But yeah, you want them to kind of arch backwards like that. Kind of do this for a few minutes. I might speed through this for you. Make sure, another thing to keep in mind, make sure they don't collide with each other too much. Kind of sprout them out like this a little bit too. Kind of helps it. It gives it a little bit more depth inside the grass. Makes it look a little more natural. So anyways, I just want to make a few of these, and I'll kind of give you the gist of what it's going to look like. And I'm pretty sure you're going to like the results. We're also going to be using Photoshop here in a matter of a little bit here, as soon as I get these taken care of. Just one little bit. Just kind of show you what it does and see what it looks like. There. So let's use that for example. Let's try that one. Once we get that taken care of, we're going to go into Photoshop. As a matter of fact, before we go into Photoshop, we're going to go to find a texture for your grass. You want to go. What I usually do is go to CD textures just for this test. You go to natural, then you go to leaves, and you find the one that looks like grass leaves, like this one. I usually download that one. Let it download here quick. Let's go ahead and open up Photoshop while we're waiting. It lets me open Photoshop. Here we go. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab this texture here, bring it into Photoshop, just like that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to grab like maybe one or two leaves. Probably even one would do just fine. What you would have to do, where's my crop tool? You just crop it out, just click and drag where you want it, adjust it. You just hit enter. You even grab them like this if you wanted to, but I'd rather grab it like this one at a time so it's easier to place everything around. Let's see here. So enter. And then you open up a new segment. These always have to be 512 by 512 because that's how Speedtree kind of reads it. So always just remember that sort of thing. Bring my crop tool. Control A, Control C, and then Control V. Control T, hold shift down, pull that down, drag it up, and then kind of make it like that. Get rid of this channel here. And hit enter if you're satisfied. Even you just do one individual leaf strands if you want to. But usually, in this one here, if I can find it here quick. This one here, I made a little bit more strands in one plane because it brushes up a lot easier and it's a lot less polygons to deal with. So that's the reason why I did it that way. So what I did is actually use three, as you can see here. I used three textures. all 3 leaf textures particularly. You can even shape them, as that pretty cool as well. You use the same one, actually shaped them differently, but I'll show you that here right now. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do Control V again, Control T, shape it down, pull it up. And we could do here, you kind of make it fatter, kind of like that if you wanted. Kind of, you can go down weirder. You can distort it, go like this to it. Give it a little bit of a cringe if you wanted, so it doesn't look so like the next one over. Control V, do the same thing. Control T, hold Shift down, drag, and then you can just make it like that. Yeah, let's be like this. Keep it up to snuff here. Not just Control Z that. Control T and go back and do it differently. And then let's go ahead and flip it horizontally so it doesn't look exactly the same. And then we shall, let's pull these a little bit. Don't make sure they're not too close together too, so you can separate them a little bit better. Something like this. And make sure the ground portions are pretty good. Like make sure they're kind of aligned so they don't like go everywhere. Nope. Undo. There we go. Alright, so something, I should put them up like this. Matter of fact, it'd be a lot easier. Let's try like that. And then put it like that. Pull this one over a little bit. Alright, that should do. Now this is going to be the most important portion. What you're going to need to do. What you're going to need to do, what I usually do to make the, you got to make an alpha channel, because they only read as TGAs. You're going to need to make an alpha channel to make the transparency map, or else you're going to see this white plane and it's going to look like shit. So what we're going to do, we're going to merge these layers real quick. Merge. And then we're going to make duplicate layers of each of these. Okay. Duplicate. Okay. Now duplicate layers, what we're going to do, we're going to make it a black and white map for the alpha mask. So what we're going to do is, I'm doing this completely destructively, but I just want to do it this way just to show you guys really quicker. And we're going to do here, we're going to grab this, the layer, copy the grass, and make these white. Make it all white. Bing, 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 bing. And there's usually a better way to do this, but I'm just showing you the quick, fast, easy way for now. Why? Because it's a simpler way to tell you how to do this, especially since this is one of the first tutorials to really make grass and Speedtree put into a game engine. I mean, I just want to help you guys out because I really care about the community. Alright, so then once that's taken care of, we can grab this layer and this layer and merge them. Merge layers. Grab this layer, Control A, Control C. And we're going to go to the channels, and we're going to make a new channel, which is this little button here. Makes a new channel, makes a new alpha channel. We're going to Control V, the alpha channel. So we have that in the alpha channel. Now all we have to do is get rid of this layer. Matter of fact, I'm going to delete layer. Yes, delete layer. And then we're going to merge these two layers. And hold on, right? There we go. Merge. And there we go. And we have this in the alpha channel. This is an RGB. Now definitely save correctly. Control D to deselect. I'm going to go File, Save As. I'm going to save this as a new folder here, my grass folder. Tutorial. There we go. Make sure it's a TGA. We're going to call this grass. Diffuse. 32 bits. And then after that, what I usually do, I know this is a cheap way to do things, but I do it anyways because there's a different way to actually make grass. You get to make it polygonal yourself in like Maya and make a normal map out of it. But what I'm going to do here is just kind of the cheap, easy way to do things, which is not really much of an industry standard to do. But what I'm going to